Welcome to another episode of TheAvera.ngers. Wherever you may be listening, however you may be listening, this is your boy Big Nev. We got Ant, JP, and Keem in the building. What's good? What's good, y'all?
Good.
What's up? What's up?
Everything is well.
Everything is well.
Back for another episode. You know.
Oh man,
Everything is all right.
all right. How's
Groovy.
Groovy? See, groovy. You know damn well it ain't. We all dressed in black here.
Listen, I got a splash of,
you got a splash of
bubblegum pink.
Bubblegum pink.
Let me put
you
it on the front, man. Damn.
Solidarity.
No. Solidarity. Yes.
Solidarity.
Solidarity.
Guilty.
That's good. Just in time for the holiday seasons, we got finally some good news as a people. Just a splash of, like you said, like a splash of color. We got a splash of good news in the middle of all of this crap. It's holiday time, so I know that at these points in these times, we got a lot going on. What y'all got going on?
Maybe do a little freeloading tomorrow.
Yeah, sound about right.
House jump, house hop, whatever you want.
Sound like a
You
plan.
know what it is, getting multiple plates.
Half plate will travel.
Yeah.
What about you, Keem?
Gym and kids and then eat.
You going to the gym tomorrow?
Hell yeah. No days off. Fuck wrong with you?
Listen,
Wow, you ready to fight right now? They flip tables.
That boss
I'm
be
good.
angry.
I stopped
I ain't go to the
making eye
gym.
contact.
He's like, I stopped making eye contact. Look down. I got nothing to say.
I'm trying to get a little workout in before I gotta hit that food, man. Like,
Man, you better than me. The food gonna hit me and I'm gonna deal with it.
Right.
It is what it is at that
Any
point.
workout I'm doing.
All right, so first question, we're gonna start. So in dating, we're always looking for that great woman, that good woman, and we run into, all right, for lack of better words, we walk into hoes. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hoes doesn't mean exactly what you think. It means has overwhelming experience. You dig? Has overwhelming experience. You know, we're gonna rebrand that. I know it comes across as negative. We run into women that have a lot of experience. You have a good time with them, but when you find out their past lives before they were celibate, they were jumping on everybody.
Yes.
Now the old saying is you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Do you guys find that that's true or false? Do you believe that you could turn a hoe into a housewife? Let's go with you, Keem. Yeah.
all right. Since you want to start with me, fuck it then. You can turn a hoe into a housewife. Since you didn't specifically ask me what I would or wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you can turn a hoe into a housewife.
That's
But
better
here's
than-
what's gonna come with that.
Technical anyway.
Yeah, he went technical, motherfucker.
Here's what's gonna come with turning a hoe into a housewife.
Let me hear.
Okay. First of all, you gonna have to hoes are hoes for a reason. Okay, meaning that they come with a lot of fucking generational trauma, mommy issues, daddy issues, whatever the fuck the case may be, that brings on them acting out in that way, right? So turning a hoe into a housewife mean that you gonna have to be Mr. Fix It. Damn. See what I'm saying? You gonna have to fix a hoe.
Damn.
To make a hoe your housewife, you gonna have to fix a hoe.
You make it.
And that's work.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do a lot of therapy. Then you gotta prepare yourself for slip ups. Like, what if she, you know what I mean? But then they have some hoes.
All of a sudden she falls on a glizzy? Like, that's crazy.
Yo, word. Like, oh, he came over and I accidentally sucked his dick. I'm so sorry. Like,
He took your point, didn't he?
Yeah.
but I mean, let's be real, because I mean, like you said, overwhelming experience, bro. Like, hoes are hoes for a reason. They some of them are trained. You know what I mean? What happened if you fucking with a girl, you fall in love with her? Like, we all had the homie that fell in love with the smartos.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what happened? She proved to that nigga why she was what she was. You understand what I'm
Man.
saying? Because the same way you got her, it's the same way you lost her, nigga.
You can't blame a snake for biting you.
You understand? It's still a fucking snake.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, you can turn a hoe into a housewife. But nigga, you better be prepared.
And proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution. What about you, Ant? Since you got something to say on it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Yes.
But
no.
can you do it? if you ran into someone you really like, yo, I love her, man. I want to marry her and all that Project Pat don't save her energy.
My Hodar is like
Your Hodar is
Get that nigga out and marry her.
nah.
Your Hodor, your Hodar.
Hodar is on point. So nah. I'm not gonna mess up nothing that already is.
It's
You know what I'm
perfection
saying?
as it
Yeah,
is.
It's already good the way it is. Why would I wanna? You know, it's like almost like caging a unicorn.
Don't do that.
That cake
No,
for the
that's
unicorn.
it. Let it frolic. Let it go. Let it be. Free.
But you don't want it to be your unicorn?
No.
Oh, dang.
No, I don't want unicorn. That's just for the moment. Hey, look at the unicorn walk past. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So
Some niggas
so
wanna
you
hang that
can't-
shit up.
Nah,
on the
don't mess
wall.
it up. Cause
Don't mess it
I
up.
remember, people used to mess it up all the time, especially growing up. It's like, yo, you did this with her, and then you want to do it with her on your own, and then now you walking up the block with her a certain way. Then if you leave her, she leave you, she gonna want that from other people. You done upgraded her to something different. Leave it the way it is, fellas.
I ain't
Leave
never
it
heard
the way
that
it is.
type shit. Like you absolutely right on that
Listen,
one.
they fuck up the game.
No, we've been cursing the whole time.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to. This is a delicate thing here because young people watching. You know,
You're right.
Don't mess up the game. Let her turn herself into a housewife. How about that?
How do
Nah,
you
he done
propose
took
one
mine.
does that?
Oh shit, huh? See, because after a while, I guess they get tired too much. And it's like they want the one person, and it's usually the whole find that one person she wants.
Then that ain't a hoe.
No,
That's just somebody that had fun and
No,
was
'cause-
like, fuck it.
like
I want
Super
to settle
Saver
down.
hoes, where you think that came from? Because they found Clark Kent that was Superman, and it fucks it up though. Don't save a hoe. Leave it alone.
Jay, you spent time. You were raised in Atlanta, and you told me that you used to see this all the time, strip clubs and stuff like that. And as soon as you walk in, man, they turn into that dude, and they like, I'll marry you, and I'll take you out of this.
Get weird.
Yeah, they get real weird.
She do that one hip roll something on them.
Yeah, that one ass cheek bouncing and avalanche to the next ass cheek, and guess what? I need to save you from here.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, what? So in
But
your
at the same time,
yeah, go ahead, Jay.
there's
Speak
a whole
on
lot
it.
of church down there that takes you away from that path. You know what I mean? But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, speak on the aspect of can you save a hoe and turn a hoe into a housewife?
Piggybacking off of what he last said, right?
Yeah, what Ant said. Yeah.
What Ant last said, you can't. You can't do nothing. It has to be her. You cannot change her.
gotta
Right?
just accept
You
her
might
for what
think
she is.
exactly. You gotta accept her for what she is, right?
Who she is.
And play, your cards accordingly. All right? Because that's an action that she has to take. Whatever you think you're doing,
Right.
you're just setting yourself up for failure. So it's, she's just gonna embarrass you.
Embarrassing.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to understand it. And like I said, down there, you either learn the game or you ignore it. And then
You either play the game or the game plays you.
exactly.
All right. So, have any of you ever fallen for a woman or been with someone and wanted to get serious with her and found out she was a hoe? Anybody?
Hodar is real.
Wanted
Yo,
to
bro,
get
come
serious?
on
I don't
now.
think it
That's
ever
every
got,
man's experience. You never had that experience?
I don't think it ever got that far. Wanted to get serious with her?
Yeah, like exclusive. Like
I've-
it's me and
I've-
you,
I've had
and then you
the-
find out, hey man, I had her last week down on Hunts Point. You're like, what?
I've had the experience of thinking I could, right? Like being interested in her, like, ooh, I'd like to talk to her. And you have like this idea that she's somebody who you could, but you weren't, dealing with her at the time. You just met her or whatever, and then come to find out, somebody got videos.
Oh man,
A lot of videos.
page 42 on
plenty
on X
video.
videos or Pornhub.
Listen,
You're like, yo, a
I've
lot
had
of
the
videos.
experience when Shorty was full on, like, I'm claiming her. Damn. You know what I mean?
on the
Like,
W2?
I'm claiming her. Like, that's wifey. And I'm letting niggas know that's wifey. Feel what I'm saying? And but you live and you learn. Like, I'm not ashamed of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? You live
It
and
made
you
you who
fucking
you
learn.
are.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
Side
mean? It
note.
taught me a valuable lesson.
Side note, guys, when he walks out the room, we're gonna laugh at him. All right?
Try not to flip this table.
But you know what though?
Go.
You know what though? I was, claiming the chick, and we was deep, and I thought I loved her. I don't know what that really meant.
Yeah, at that moment in time.
And one of the homies was like, "Nigga, I'll be flipping that error night, nigga. Who you talking about? Cause like, that's my frequent flyer miles. What are you talking about?" And I'm just like,
I feel like there was a single tear that came down your cheek at that
bro,
one moment.
Man, yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I'm a man. I'm a man enough to fuck. Like that shit definitely did change a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It hurt.
Was that the point where you started wilding out?
Nah,
okay.
You wanna know something?
Did her hold him rub off on you? You became
You
the
wanna know something? Nah, I'll be honest. That was the last time I dated.
Okay.
I never said you exclusively said you are my girlfriend ever again after that. It skipped all that shit and went to wife. Like that was any fucking better. But but I never I stopped dating because to me it was like I need to know who you are as a friend before I can even give you a fucking title. Like fuck that title shit.
Right.
Like that's where I went wrong. I went wrong because I claimed you as my girlfriend and wifey and all this shit. Like I should have just had you as a friend because if you was a friend and some nigga told me some shit like that, it's like, damn, I thought you was the homie.
Right.
It don't hurt as bad. That was my way of protecting myself after that.
Yeah,
so I could have took it another way and went savage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Every bitch is a hoe. But it's like, yo, that's not my fault. Nigga, me and this nigga was smashing you. You the bad guy in the situation. Like, how the fuck is that? How am I taking the L?
Right.
How did
You know what I'm saying? How the fuck am I taking the L? I mean, the only L I'm taking is giving you that title.
And that's the game I was talking about. It's
Yeah.
like, you just charge it to the game. You don't act like some of these weird niggas and start wilding the fuck
And
out.
trying to kill people. And
Yeah, like
I
I
love
could've-
a triangle
I
with
could've tried to
nobody
fight
was in
my
love.
mans. I could have been like, "How dare you talk about her like that?" You feel what I'm saying?
All of a sudden you have a white glove. Fap. A duel, sir. You're like,
Fucking Othello head ass.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Shakespeare.
Nah, I had to charge it to the game. I had to take that L.
What about you, Ant? So you say your hodar is very good. So no woman has ever slipped past
you?
and bamboozled you.
Nah, I only had 2 girlfriends in my life, man. And they both had children by me. So, those maybe that's because those are the only 2 I claimed.
That nigga stamped.
The other one is like,
Yo, you was the original scammer.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
I had girlfriends? Yeah. I remember
I
them.
want you to think long and hard about that. Not at high school, not at junior high, never, bro.
You ain't nobody ever came to
Never.
you, a chick that you was feeling, and all of a sudden you found out, oh yeah, me and the homies ran a train on her.
Like
I was a train runner.
yeah. You
or not even that deep. Like you was really digging shorty and homie kissed her behind the swings. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I'm not even like what I mean? Like
But
that,
everybody
even
over the
that
summer,
type of
and
hurt.
then found out she had a boyfriend somewhere else, but it wasn't really like.
He's
I
like,
was having
yay.
fun too.
Yeah, he's like, high five. He's like, good job.
So,
Okay.
it did happen to me, if you want to say, but it didn't affect me because I didn't really claim people like that. I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you either have the situation where you claim them,
Right.
or where you're interested and you find out. That's more common.
Right,
You're
right,
interested in a chick and then you're like, oh, she like that?
Now,
Dodge the bullet. Lucky Charms.
how many times have you guys gone on dates or well, not gone on dates, but met a woman, you're cool, you want to, it feels like it's going to go down, like y'all going to smash, and she hits you with, I'm celibate. How many times has that
I've hit girls with that.
You've hit girls with I'm celibate?
Yeah.
You are a gaslighter, sir. What in the hell? You were working witchcraft.
He just trying to see
Nah,
if it's
once
real.
I figured out the power of saying no, it was a wrap.
worked.
It's a
It was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Hey
son.
man, hey, can you text that to me? 'Cause I was a sucker, boss.
There is power in learning how to
can't-
control your dick.
I can't say no to cookies, man. What you talking about? Jay, you might have to come to our car and get the next box of cookies I got
you
there,
got
man. You know what? No, I don't have any cookies. Next
Here we go
question.
again. Yes.
No, so you've had the power no. What about
I mean, I've had a girl hit me with that. But to be honest, like since we being transparent, I just fucked a friend.
Oh shit.
that's smooth. Has that happened to either one of you guys?
Oh, the
Because I hope
celibate
it's
thing?
Yeah. You're talking to a chick, everything's going well. You're like, ooh yeah, and she talking all that hot shit. Yeah, I make your toes curl. I'm like, all right, cool. And then she be like,
And then
yeah,
she
but
hit you with the celibate shit?
bro, that's hit. I've gotten hit
No,
with that before.
you gotta hit it
I
with
make
this
your
stuff.
toes curl. Oh, by the way, I'm celibate.
Yeah, talking up a good
Oh yeah,
game.
they will talk.
Wait,
Yeah,
madam,
wasting your
that is a
time.
contradiction.
Time out.
That's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
what that be? that be the whole period on pause.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to say.
So now
so the
you
whole
got-
phase.
Right.
That's what I was.
You're gonna have to like sit back and be the Chester can and be like, all right, cool. Always gonna come back out eventually.
You just gotta wait on the
Come out.
stoop.
I'm just gonna play my role, and guess what? Hey,
She gotta be
What the
running
hell?
she gotta be running at least a 7, 8 in the fine rector for me to be patient.
Right,
enough
okay.
to be doing that.
but it don't gotta be patient. It could be next time you see her. On how
okay,
you
okay,
interpret-
okay,
'cause
okay. So
sometimes
there's
they be
other
throwing
players on the
little-
board.
They be
But
throwing
see, but
little.
you learn that when you get a little older. This happened when we were younger.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's like, yo, I don't got time for that. You
Yeah, in
moving,
this
you
age,
moving.
in your 20s, it's like,
saying?
put like this. It's like when Batman went away to the League of Shadows.
Right.
I don't remember how old he was, but he came back bad as hell. He came back with some skills. Whooping ass and throwing down dust bombs left and right. That's what happened. I was Bruce Wayne. I went away and I was like, oh, so you're celibate? That's cool. Shallow and pedantic. Grab the little chinny chins on my hair. Now, if I were to hear celibate, I'm like, shallow and pedantic.
have 3
Indeed,
kids.
madame. So am I. It's
Is that all?
is that all? Now I turn into Bane. Celibate. I was born in it. Molded by it. it's nothing to me.
You got that Bane arm from X
All of
videos.
a sudden I got the Popeye strong arm. I give you a dap and
My thing is-
explode reality.
If you talking spicy,
Nah, some women do that. They'll talk
I
super
can't
spicy
tolerate
and
that
hit you.
shit. I can't.
Then
Like,
hit you with all that other razzmatazz on the back end.
I
At least when I
can't.
was younger. In my 20s, I've heard that a couple times. It didn't deter per se, but I was like, there's something there. That means there's some hoe. You're trying
It's in
to
there.
reset your hold'em.
Listen.
Like you're trying to get this shit
you
like
start
reset.
thinking about your time.
Yeah,
you can keep doing that, but I'm over here though.
But
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Yeah.
they're just trying to slow down their run.
Yeah, I think that with me,
It's a little gap. They trying to figure you out. You never get to know nobody anymore. You just bring people home.
Bruh.
They hearing.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So now this is my get to know you thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna come chill one time. No, I'm celibate.
cool.
Next time you
better
come,
celebrate.
no draws. Yeah,
oh, but I had to. What I'm saying is, I always implemented a no sex on the first date policy anyway.
Hey, that's
Like you need.
That's crazy. That's banana hammocks, but okay.
But no, the reason why is because, like I said, bro, it's not about, like, come on, it's the norm. Niggas always giving dick. Like, it's the norm. Like, they always have the power.
I'm niggas.
I want to be the
I'm niggas.
dynamic where I hold the cards. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I could give you some dick, but you could get that from everybody the fuck else.
Right.
But you ain't gonna hit this, not until I'm comfortable.
Oh wow! I'm
that's
always
definitely
comfortable. You found the Thanos gauntlet. I literally had the Shang-Chi rings. I was out here slinging rings. So that what that is? That's you grew fast. You matured quickly. That again is something that is very prevalent in a lot of our conversations. Maturity, experience, and being able to self-regulate. A lot of times when you're younger, you don't have that. You've seen the experiments they've had with kids where they're like, all right, if you don't eat this cookie for 15 minutes, we'll give you 2 at the end of it. They walk out the room. The kid is like, listen, man, I can eat the cookie and with the crumbs, I can put it back together. Look like the cookie's still there. I can get both. Like some kids, like they said 90% of the kids are like, oh yeah, we're going to eat this cookie, man. It ain't matter.
not even
I'll
listening.
do it. Yeah, they're like, all right, cool. Or they're like, hey man, you want to eat your cookie? And then we'll just share my cookie on the back end.
Right.
So it's like that. I know I didn't have that compulsion. And if I put in the time with a young lady, listen, man, I came all this way. I'm gonna come. If I came this way, I'm gonna come. You dig? I'm not wasting my time.
I've been there.
We gonna do something before 2 something. You dig? We're not wasting no time.
Yeah, you already know how I was.
Yeah, you're
I'm
Jay,
quick to cut
JP.
you off, man.
Yeah, JP. I've
So
seen.
y'all not respected the celibacy.
No,
It works.
No.
works.
It's not like I'm on some like yo.
I like how he said with the hands.
Yeah,
so y'all going to disrespect
with the Mr. Burns clutched hands. Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to know, y'all gonna respect
Nah, it works.
No, the young ladies or yours, as you said, you be celibate.
Both.
Well, the young ladies, of course, yeah. If she's like she's on that, cool. But I will definitely push like, girl, what you talking about? Let me just put the tip in. The good old just put the
they
tip
don't
in.
like that no more.
Well, remember that was back in the day. That was a decade ago. You know,
Patience is everything.
Yeah, be like, let me just put the tip in, girl. Nah, just 3 pumps. That's all you gonna get, girl. It's just 3 pumps. You sure? Yeah. It's 3 pumps. 30 minutes later.
No, 3 pumps is really what I'm gonna get.
3 pumps later.
2 kids.
Was it good for you? Yeah, definitely. Two of them. It's 2 of them.
Man, so I would give you
5 pumps in a swirl.
Yes, 5 pumps and swirl it and caress your neck.
Was it good for you? It's good for me.
You sweating like Patrick Ewing in the 4th quarter. She's like, you're done, girl.
Take her.
You're like, girl, don't touch me. I'm sensitive. Oh God.
Give me 15 minutes.
So I will respect the celibacy act, but I will push to see how far I could go without like some crazy shit happening. I'm not going to push to that point. But with respect to you, that's big of you. You're a bigger man than me. I couldn't have done that. In my 20s, I'm in my prime.
You see, the thing about me is that I grew up
Early 20s? Woo.
I grew up getting bullied a lot.
Yeah.
So when I used to get bullied, I used to get saved a lot by the girls. So in retrospect, I learned early how to be in females' presence without it being sexual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I learned from that. I had a lot of female friends. Like half the female class. Like I remember like not for nothing, nothing against the LGBT community, but like you see how they frolic with the little gay boy?
Yeah.
Like that was me. Like they was all frolicked around me and I was the chubby little kid, you feel me? And because all the boys used to pick on me for being short and fat and shit like that. Remember my little short and fat stage? And
yes, I remember.
And they realized quickly that, the girls they liked didn't like them
was the
because
plug.
they was picking on me.
I'm surprised you ain't come with a Coogee sweater when they talking about, They're like, damn, Big, help me out. I like Shorty. Help me out. I'm going to see what I could do after gym. You got to talk to him funny.
It was a little Joe-ass nigga. Man.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yo, I was really into R&B. Hold on. So let's but they used to call me Loverboy Keem.
Yeah.
That was my name,
Yeah.
Loverboy Keem in high school.
sorry.
That was my name because I
It's
always
better than Neville the Devil.
it was
I remember that.
It's getting to know these girls on the level of like, who are you? Like you have substance. Everybody is somebody. So I feel like as men, sometimes we look at women like flesh bags.
Yeah.
Use and abuse. I have nuts. Get out of here.
When you're younger,
Get the fuck out of here.
Because I learned this in college. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but the 4 Fs. You guys ever heard of the 4 Fs?
Fuck them.
No. Oh yeah, let me
Fuck
see.
them,
What you
feed
think?
them.
Okay, well, that's one of them. You?
You told me it, and I was like, I hadn't heard that shit.
So I went to school in South Carolina. Shout out to BC. You know. It's find them, fool them, fuck them, forget them.
Oh, damn.
Find them, fool them, fuck them, forget them. You're right.
Yeah. Find them.
4 rules of future?
The 4 Fs.
He was doing that in the past.
That old guy said that when I was in college, and that blew my mind. But that's the thought process when you're younger. It's like, get all the experience you can, sow your wild oats like you're coming to America or some shit. And then when you find the woman that you really want to be with, you've gotten all that wild stuff out, and you don't have to, think of the grass is greener on the other side.
That's not true. Your reputation precedes you at that point.
That's the thought.
Well, I mean,
in theory.
In theory.
it could work that way.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't know about you.
Well, I mean, but the reason why I say it like that is because there were women who would act the way that the dude who schooled you like that, they would act in the same way that he told them they would, right? Like you said, some of them are trained, right? So those type of women act that way to the point where if you come to them nice and correct, they don't even respect you.
Oh yeah, they're like you
used to that
soft.
traumatic.
Oh yeah, they need gorilla
Toxic
pimping.
shit.
They don't
You know
need
what I'm
like
saying?
that lover boy pimping.
Yeah.
You're like, hey girl,
And that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna do
saying.
this for you, do that.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about, me being down south. I saw it all, right? Because I was in so many different environments, I saw the different types of women. I was always around women, so I understood how to
And you
look
were
at
in
them
Atlanta when Atlanta was
multidimensionally. You know what I'm saying?
When when they were developed at 14, you're like, God damn, that's a whole. You are built to be a stripper,
Man.
girl. What the? you in my gym class? What?
I'm in high school. Like, why is everybody fine?
Atlanta,
You're like,
definitely.
I need to hit this growth spurt and get my life together. Never hit it. Never said this 5'5" is where I'm staying. God damn it.
Wow.
Hey,
Not
man.
where I stayed. But
I'm just saying, that was in high school. Hey, you went away to college and there it is. You got a little bit taller. But I'm just saying, like, when you were in high school, you're like, damn, she fine. Damn, she finer. Damn, that's the finest woman I've ever seen. Next period, resets.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
yeah. So
Like,
you
I
don't
don't
get
remember
hung
that
up.
last girl from last
You don't get hung up in one view as well.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
you learn different ways to look at things.
Exactly.
Same way as what Keem was saying. It's like if you're around them enough, you see the different dimensions and the different types.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, then you're just stuck on that mode, the 4Fs mode,
Yeah.
and you're stuck.
Sweet
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And then you
on the ass.
yeah, you turn into Future. You you in that mold of just trying to fool and live in this whole
Bubble.
yeah, you're stuck in a cycle that's trash. You don't grow. So yes, you can turn a hoe into a housewife.
I guess. Yes, I guess you can.
Okay, cool.
I guess you can. But you
Don't
gotta
let it
just
turn
understand what it comes with.
Understand what it's come with. That's the caveat. Don't do it.
Let her
Say-
come to you. Let her come herself. Let
Let the unicorn roam.
Yes. Let her frolic.
Don't cage her.
Nah, bruh.
Nah, he ain't with it. Yeah. Don't turn a hoe into a housewife, guys.
Leave her alone.
What you
Let her
mean?
be free.
What was your stand?
Yeah,
And we're out.
Oh, this nigga here.
Yeah, it was going a little long, and you guys won. There was nothing I could say that was topping anything you guys were going to say. So I said, yeah, he got it. He got it. What am I going to say after that? All right, next question. So there's this whole thing about when you're going on a date, don't sleep on the first date, or you're going to be considered fast, or they won't respect you. Does sleeping with a woman on the first date destroy any chance of a serious relationship in the future with you? Does sleeping with a woman on the first date destroy any chance of a serious relationship with you? We're going Ant because you're squinting like you're light skinned, and I need to understand why. What's going on there, man?
Yeah. I've been in a one night stand that lasted too long
A 5-night stand, 3-year stand.
and ended up with a baby.
Oh, damn.
Good Lord.
It's all conversion.
Good Lord.
Damn.
Celestial
Do I
convergence
think
over
they
here.
were hoes? No.
No.
I think it was me.
No, it wasn't. No, it's it doesn't necessarily. you were the whore. Good job. All right.
me.
Sometimes you gotta take
It's my
self-assessment.
charm, my charisma.
It was you, just
Yes.
straight like that. No, let me ask you: did you look at her Did you look at the young lady differently? Did you look at the woman that you had sex with the first time? Did you look at her differently? Like, it disgusts me.
No.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm asking. Can you?
Yeah, no.
Do you look at them differently if that's the case?
No. I think it's just me. I'm just like that lovable guy that they wanted to give their self to.
So it was you.
I
It wasn't
learned to
that.
never
wasn't me.
think that.
Lord have
I
mercy.
learned to
wasn't me.
never think that.
I think it
Because there's
was.
always somebody else, an ex or somebody else.
I don't know about them.
Amnesia Jackson over
I didn't
here.
know about them.
Didn't know if it.
It was me. Every time it was me, it was just me. What else do you need? It's me.
It's me, I'm Mario. What about you, JP? If you have a woman on the first night, do you look at her like, oh, hold on, go ahead.
Go ahead.
We'll double back. What about you, JP?
I can't really speak to that because any chick that acted in a way that made me feel like I wouldn't respect her, I didn't even want it. You know, like if a chick was just throwing herself, it just seemed like a red
Oh yeah.
red flag.
Hey, what
what I'm
gift are
saying?
you trying to give me?
Right.
Keep that. Keep
We
that.
talk
over
about that some other time.
there. Yeah,
Come
gift.
on, man. Wow. Yeah.
Well, so has that ever happened to you? Have you had sex on a first date?
No.
Wow,
I had a policy. I wasn't wilding like that.
you've been an old man since
You
young.
know what?
Very chivalrous.
Yeah, hey man.
Does head count?
Hey, listen.
It's oral sex.
Oral sex.
There you go.
Oral
So,
sex.
all right.
If you got to that,
Next person, man.
if you got that before the coochie.
To be honest, that's worse. Cause if she giving me head on the first date, bitch,
Yeah.
I look at you strange, okay?
Yeah, it's
yes, you
different.
definitely getting looked at
that's what I'm
strange.
saying.
Like, yo, this bitch sucked my dick on the first date. Oh,
That's
you a
different.
thought most.
clutch.
You a thought most.
clutch.
That's
I
why
talk about them moments all the time. Sorry.
that's why I had to think about that. I was like, oh shit.
Yes. Yes. Oral sex, I'm looking at you
to
different.
nowhere. Like,
So she gave you mouth romance. You're like, this is
Yeah.
madness. I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah. That never led to
Yes.
anything.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. I agree with that. If she
So head is worse than sex for you. If she gives
correct.
you head,
If she topping me off, I'm looking at her strange on the
Like, how
especially
many
on
times do you
on
do
the first date. Then that means you used to sucking dick. Like
Right.
you
You got a whole
yo,
you enjoy
boneless baby factory
you
in this stuff.
yo, like nah, for a bitch to sucking dick on the first date, she enjoys sucking dick.
She got an
But you
oral
know,
fixation.
She
back then it wasn't even
enjoyed
like
sucking
dating.
dick.
You know what I'm saying? It was like chicken wings and fries. It
Bro,
wasn't-
yeah,
we were young. We
cool.
weren't really
Yeah,
dating
but-
like that. I don't know if y'all. I don't even know what to call it. You feel me?
Yeah,
We
but look
weren't
at this way.
dating.
I'm not
We were just,
judging
like,
you.
hooking up.
hey,
type shit.
Hey, if I spend my money, we was dating. You can put that shit out. I spent
No,
my
I
money.
ain't even spend money. I got the hookup at
your man,
Popeyes.
your
yo,
man's
boy.
worked there.
shit.
Yeah, I got,
You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing. It was like talking back and forth, and then yo, let's meet up. Yada yada. Yeah.
all the tee hee hee behind
shit.
it.
Yeah, no,
So
no, like
it's not going nowhere.
But there's a difference because if we having sex on the first date, I'm liable to look at you a lot more respectfully than if you sucking my dick on the first date.
So it's not the actions it's the actions per se, not the act of having some sort of sex or intimacy, but it's the act. So if she's sucking dick, it's like, you disgust me.
Correct. I'm gonna take this head,
I'm gonna take this head. I'm gonna do it begrudgingly.
but you disgust me.
I'm
And
a
don't get me
gentleman.
wrong, nasty shit turned me on. That's why I'm like, that's why it's a big red flag. You know what I'm
Nasty
saying? Because
dick.
nasty shit turned me on.
but the
so
thing
it's a
is,
red fucking flag.
It depends on how it happens, right?
It don't ever depend on how the fuck you get your dick sucked.
Listen.
Right, that just don't come
Because
out
when you listen,
Like-
when you get older and let's say you're overseas in some other country or whatever, you're on vacation.
I got
right?
stamps. Okay, stamps, McGee.
Okay, no,
Chill,
let me hear
chill,
this.
chill. And you have like the original vacation. You meet somebody, y'all hitting it off, and for some reason,
Like,
she's way more
On
she's
the
already
vacation,
there?
or you took her? Or
No,
she's already
no.
there?
You met her there.
You met her there. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
The fuck?
Cool.
Nah. Yeah.
Continue.
You know what I'm saying? And
He wants to hear this story ending.
And,
Like,
y'all,
hey.
and y'all hit it off in a way that's like, you just have like this wild connection. So you're like sharing things. You're speaking as if you've known each other for like,
Ever.
months. You know what I'm saying? You have a pretty close connection. And
Y'all click. Just
Yeah, you just click. It's rare. It's very rare.
But it happens.
But it's different from being drunk at a bar and she just saw you. She barely could even recognize you the next day or something. And
Yeah.
she was just out here like with the gawk. You know what I mean? Like one, she got to know you a little bit, even though it's the first time y'all met, and the other couldn't even tell your face.
Okay, we had a wild connection, and the first thing you do is suck my dick, not fuck.
No.
Whoa, hey, hello.
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
Look. You don't understand.
That's what happened to you though?
Chill.
No,
man.
let the man finish.
I was there. I'm like, on the beat.
Yeah, chill.
That don't count. That's international waters for one. A whole registry is off. Like you don't have to
it's
register
roaming.
that.
It's
Yeah.
roaming. You can't
It
use that
doesn't
data.
necessarily mean that she is what you think she is. You know what I'm saying? The same alarms aren't going off. You're still
Correct.
you're still
Because you're overseas. Yeah, no, because that does play a factor.
No, because we all know a lot of times women who they're not out here like that, but they go overseas or they take a vacation.
Turn into a whole different human
Bruh,
being.
they be
Smash
ready.
somebody.
Yeah.
yo.
Chill. Hey, cut the commercial, man.
Because I'm really trying to get where he getting
what's up,
at.
man?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because when you overseas, you liable to do things that you don't normally
Definitely.
do.
especially them. We're over there trying to do that shit anyway.
Yeah.
We're doing
They
the
got
same shit we were doing at home.
Have
But
brothels,
but they get out, they get into an environment
Because
that they
they feel like that. No, bro, they know not comfortable. That shit, nigga, I'm gonna do this shit, and this nigga gonna stay in Jamaica. This nigga gonna
Well,
stay
that's
in,
why there's comfort.
in
That's why there's
Hawaii. I'm
comfort.
gonna go back to
Because
my
there's no
life, and no
comfort.
one's gonna know shit.
the comfort.
That's the comfort
That's what
of
I
not
mean.
feeling like, oh man, now
I'm
that's
tied to this dick.
Like
Yeah.
or like, oh man, my body count or something. Because some women are like, I got to keep my body count down, or they'll get a body off of them. Like, oh, that was in international waters.
That's off.
I ain't do nothing there.
Subtract
You know, subtract that. Or oh my God, it was while we were in a moving cab.
You can't
that's a
never
half.
subtract
Like,
anything that happened with your temple.
Some chicks.
Simple as that.
Listen,
Well, listen.
Some chicks are
If
freaks.
you can't prove
but
it.
they don't. Some chicks are freaks, but they don't express it like the freaks you talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're very selective.
Yeah.
You just got it's right place, right time type shit.
Yeah, you gotta
They're
catch
not
yes.
everywhere with
Yeah.
it.
A lot of those.
You know, and that's why I said it's rare. It's like that, you know, like that quiet chick back in school.
Yeah, the quiet golf chick. As soon as those Janko jeans come off, it's you got a wagon under
Right.
there.
All of it.
Janko jeans self. You got a wagon under there. Let me listen to this Marilyn Manson. That's my shit. you over there
Love this
listening?
dude.
You over there listening to Ghostbusters music while you
But
trying to hit?
can I ask y'all this? Because I feel like we always talking about like women, like we know them like that. But would you yourself be okay with smashing or going down on a woman on the first date?
Have you met me? I'm a piece of trash. I've done this before. It's not.
It's not a problem with you at all.
Wait, okay, all right.
It had to be a connection. It wasn't just
Right.
So speaking for myself here, it's happened before a time or two, but it wasn't like
A time
It's-
or two.
It wasn't like just some random chick I met on the street. It
Right.
was somebody that
Just
I
holding
was
conversations
chopping it up with. We meet up first day. We go to a movie. She got no panties on now. I don't know how it happened. I'm just really good with words. Boom. Now we're going to go eat. Hey, meet me in the bathroom with Spice. I don't know if Spice still open, but got her up on the air dryer. You know, like it just happened. And I'm like, damn, we ain't even eat. but in my mind, that's how it happened.
Did you feel you didn't feel any type of way about it? You just didn't.
Bro, you could have stabbed me with a fork, which I feels nothing. but the thing is, that connection was what I felt. There was nothing else in that moment, in that bubble. There was nothing else going on. I was totally enamored with that young lady at that moment in time. Like he said, it clicked. There was another time, Morton's Steakhouse. Playing footsies or whatever under the table. I'm like, girl, you better stop playing. Ha ha. I hit you with a good stop playing. Ha ha. And you still going? All right, cool. You done. I hit you with that ha ha. And I tell you stop playing. And I hit you with the side look like you better chill.
Yeah.
And she's like, what you gonna do?
Hey, now.
I'm going to this bathroom. Follow me. We got something to handle here. We got some words to have. I feel bad for the lady that was knocking on the door that had to pee.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I can tell
Pee
you.
on yourself.
So what about you guys?
Piss on yourself.
What?
Like the same question. Have you guys knocked something down on the first date? How did you feel about it?
I felt rewarded and like
Felt
I
accomplished.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like he said, it'd be a connection there already. All right, man.
Otherworldly connection. It's not like random mixed random.
So
Well,
am
yeah,
I the
it'd
only
be-
one here that felt dirty?
Well, after you smashed on the first day?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
am I the-
what was it? Was it like...
No, it was a connection. There was a connection. It was like I'm feeling her, blah blah blah. But I
shit-
felt like
my shit was
like
different.
on some real shit. Like I kind of felt like I gave her something she didn't deserve.
Hey, listen.
Like to be honest, like to be 100% honest, like because I feel like we're always painted in this picture that men will sling dick no matter what. Nev,
But Black Dynamite.
but I want to make
Slang dick in the community.
I want to make my voice heard when I'm being honest. Like, yo, I did not like it. That's why I said in the last question that I made a no sex on the
And there
on the
was a-
first.
But that's- what was her
There
number,
it was a connection, but because it was ruined after that, like
What was
for
her
me,
number?
What ruined it?
the whole interaction, like even though the sex was good and all that, it was like it made me feel used. It made me feel disgusting.
But
Oh, damn.
what about it made you feel that way?
It was just the action, bro. Like I didn't feel like I knew her enough to give her that piece of me.
Okay,
That's what
there
I
it
want.
is.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't know her like even though we had a
That's the
connection.
difference.
I do like a speed vet. I do a speed vet.
Yeah.
So as we're conversing and having this back and forth, like I feel like she has, and the young ladies that this has happened with, they're not the type of women that go and just jump and do, and they got no kind of That's not their vibe. They're not on that, but it's just a pull, a strong sensation, an energy where.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I didn't feel like it was beneath them at that moment in time that we did what we did.
But
I felt like it was more so like mutual sharing.
A woman gets that. She gets the power to decide whether or not she gives herself to a man. She gets that power off the rip. We as men have to always respect that.
Yes. Okay.
Why is it I can't have that same power? That was the headspace I was in at that time.
Okay, so
you see what I'm saying? Why do my power get diminished because I'm a man and I must give myself to you? She was coming on real strong.
I got you.
She was coming on a little strong. See what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that because it seems like you weren't even in that space and she was like kind of pushing it.
Yeah, she came on a little strong, and I felt like because
that's what I get from this.
I'm a man, I'm gay if I don't hit this, da 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 da. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what drove me.
The pressure there.
So two questions I want to ask. One, what's her number?
Right. Me, both.
Years ago. Y'all are horrible people.
Right. I'm single. You're married, man. Don't fuck it up for me.
Hopefully she's still in that phase.
Yeah, right.
But that was just being facetious. But the second question is, was it because she was coming on so strong and just like so aggressive with it, where you're like,
you
I'm
feel
good
like
on
it
that.
was your flex?
I'm good. I'm straight with that.
Is it an ego?
Because my thing was, it was at that time years ago, I felt like I was hunting, but also it was like a cat and mouse game. It was ebb and flow. It was back and forth. It wasn't like she was on me and I had to be like, all right, cool, let me eat my steak and I'll
No, I had a hand to play in it too. You know what I mean? I was dropping my little, you know what I mean?
Innuendos.
Yeah, I was dropping my little things too, but at the end of the day, I didn't really, like, the best way to put it is, when it came time to back up the talk, I second guessed it. Like, yo, should I really do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, should I really do this?
Yeah,
that's good. You felt.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it didn't even lead anywhere with
You know
Shorty.
what? That's a
Maybe it wasn't supposed to.
Yo, I was about to say.
So why did she deserve my dick?
Yo, so what I'm gonna say.
Take it to court, man. I don't know.
No, you just got to put it on the board. She's a kill.
But think about it like this. I think you're subconsciously you kind of knew this ain't it. Right. Like I know I've ignored that maybe once or twice in my life, and I was like, why am I in this pussy? I have literally faked it.
You're right. You
wrapped up the condom, flushed it, all that. Nothing in there. I was like, oh damn. And then I had like an alarm on my phone, and I pretended like somebody called me. I was like, yo, they tried to jump who? Man, I'm on my way. I am not killing nothing but time. I'm going home.
No
I think I did.
This is all true.
I think I did.
Bro, expound.
Like some kills that she wasn't supposed to kill. Like, why the fuck?
Like you're in there and you're like, okay. You know what?
I feel like I'm only doing it because I'm somewhat supposed to, or
no, it's more of a visceral, like animalistic type. My dick got hard. Well, fuck it, I'm here now. It's not like, damn, I want to.
That's that space and opportunity shit.
Yeah, space and opportunity.
Is you just doing it because there's space and opportunity.
Hey, man,
not because there's a genuine desire to do it.
You may have pulled the Band-Aid off. I might need some time.
My thing is like for real, like regaining your. I feel like that's something that men don't talk about nowadays. Don't. Regaining your power and saying no. Like, yo, I have a choice in sex too. Because when there's babies being made, like we talked about in the other episodes, now it's like, all right, you know what? I'm at an age where I can make conscious decisions and say, yo, look, I may want you. Everything inside of me, I want, you look good. Everything inside of me wants you on that level. But I'm not going to take it there till there's some level of surety.
So that takes self-awareness. That takes maturity. That takes understanding. At 20, you probably had that. At 20, no, I did not
Definitely
have that.
didn't. I was coming off my first bid and I was looking.
But I was married at 24. So.
No, but I'm just saying, what you had at 24, what you used to get you to the point to be with your wife and married at 24, it took me till 28, 29 to get. So think about that. I was still in the mode of opportunity. If there was an opportunity and I felt mildly, all right, cool, this is just gonna be a slump buster. I'll get this one up out of the way. We back on track, baby. That's how I felt when I was younger. And the thing is, I wasn't like jumping around from many different women. I did have a phase where a couple women overlapped, but for the most part, if I was doing that, I was rocking with one chick for a good 6 months. We had our run, you know, we piece each other and we out. You know, it's over. Like we've gone to.
Time.
I was 20. When I was young, I didn't know I would get to 30.
Yeah, because my thing
30
was
is forever away. When you're 20, it's like, ugh.
I guess I was in the dating game. 'Cause it's like I got 6 friends. I sleep with 2 of them. Like I don't sleep with her because I actually look at her like, yo, she could be wifey material.
Yeah.
I don't sleep with this one because I'm practicing the art of seduction. So I'm seducing her. And it's making the relationship dynamic like.
Oh, you must have read a book.
Seduction,
You was reading seduction and all that. Yeah. When he said that, I'm like, wait a minute.
When there's
Wrong book.
sexual tension and you don't act on it, it builds something. It's like y'all walking past it, y'all brushing up. Yo, she's being turned on in ways that these other niggas
you denied
ain't.
her.
You know what I mean? When she going to sleep, is she having wet dreams about you because she wants to do something?
That's great.
But you not allowing her
20-year-old
to
me?
access.
20-year-old me?
All the seduction is definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? Yo, I was in and out of that book when I was in my 20s.
So you read that book? I read The Art of War. I
read that one too.
I was a piece of shit.
I
read that one too. I read it, but
48 Laws of Power.
yeah, 48 Laws of Power. So I was reading those things. I wasn't trying to seduce. I was trying to dominate. In my
The art of
youth.
seduction is very good.
What about the chapter about the devil? Like,
Oh Lord, no, we don't go to that chapter. You keep that over there right now. So I'll say this. Let me. So I was reading that.
read that shit mad long ago.
Oh Lord.
Son. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So with that, I was reading those books, and in my mind, it kind of fostered this thought in my mind where everything is about sex. When I was in all my interactions with women were about sex, unless you were a certain, you looked a certain way. And even then, if it was late enough and I was drunk enough, you know what? I'm single, so it didn't matter. But
I didn't even get a chance to develop that.
Jay never developed. JP was like,
never had a
JP.
I was
no.
bougie from jump.
That was me when I was 16.
When I was young, but
y'all didn't have a fucking moment.
Yeah, when I was 16, I had a fucking moment. I was doing wild shit. Like
I've seen Jay stop talking to a girl because her laugh is ugly. He was like, I'll never be funny around her again.
Somebody laugh like that. I'm not fucking.
She laughs like
It's something you're not telling me.
She laughs like a henchman. I was like, oh, this is madness.
What the fuck are you plotting, man? Get the fuck out of here.
Let's be mad, boss. I'm like, oh no, get out of here. So, but it was about everything. My interactions was about sex. Sex to me was about power, and it was about domination, and it was about this. So it took me time to get older, wiser, and get to that point. I might have perused The Art of Seduction after in my late 20s, but my early 20s, and it takes time to grow. And a lot of the things we speak on speak to the maturity and self-assessment. You have to be able to self-assess. You have to be able to know that, damn, that's not what I want. Right. Sometimes guys, like we said earlier in this episode, you fight that and you're just like, yo, I'm here, man, might as well. A lot of might as well things. Right. A lot of people are on autopilot in your 20s. You're like, fuck it, I'm here, I'm whatever, let's do it. There's no intention, and that throws people off, and it'll go the way it goes sometimes. But anything else you guys want to throw on there? All right, cool.
Let's leave this one.
Yeah, let's leave it alone. Go ahead and read chapter 79 that he's talking about.
I'm gonna a girl stole that book from me.
Yeah, it's a son about.
She stole the book from me.
Well, she
asked to read it, and she never brought it back.
She seduced you for the book.
Me.
That's what she did. She seduced you for the book.
Ghosted. Hell yeah, I'm still tight about it.
All the seduction shit was kind of.
Yo, what? Because I was seducing her. And I really wanted her, boy. I wanted her soul. Continue. Let's move on.
Shit.
Carry on.
I think we're gonna end it on that right
Carry
there.
on.
All right, next question. Should the breadwinner in a relationship be the decision maker? Should the breadwinner in a relationship be the decision maker? What about you, JP?
See, this is where the it depends comes in.
Oh shit.
Let's hear the it depends, you piece of shit. I told him before this, don't you hit me with no it depends. This ain't no adult diaper, nigga.
So, are you saying the decision maker for everything? Like, what do you?
The overarching decision maker. So the person that has the veto power of it all. Yeah, I want to go here. I want to do this. Nah, I don't want to. Because they're paying it. They got the money for it. They have the strength and the funds of it. It's like, nah, that's not what I want to do.
It's not really control. It's like.
See how we got to think about that?
Yeah,
How is that?
because when you say
Speak on it. Let's hear.
decision maker, right? Because being in a marriage, I'm thinking you mean like somebody who makes the overall big decisions.
Yeah.
Like, I want to buy a yacht, baby. Whoa, like I make $500,000. Like
buy me
in
a
a month, I want to buy a yacht, baby. You bought 3 Lamborghinis last
Right.
week. Like, like
He talking about bands.
I'm over here thinking about maybe some
Take
nosebleed, some nosebleeds at the Knicks game.
Oxtail. I'm on
because think
oxtail.
about it, right? Think about it, right? Like, to be honest, most times in the dynamic of a person that makes a lot of money, they make the money. They don't necessarily manage, because managing your money and making your money is 2 completely different fields. That people don't talk about that.
Okay,
So
speak
I
on
may
it.
be great at making millions, but I may be horrible at managing millions. So now my other half, who may not be on my level making the money, may be very good at managing the money.
Okay.
Right?
That's a good position.
That's a good position.
So now
how you don't
I
sleep on
bring
the
home
couch
$1
right
million,
there.
and guess what? I want to BMF like a motherfucker. Now I want a $60,000 bezel on the neck, nigga,
so
with
hold on,
a
so
matching ring.
He gonna be walking around talking about
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Kiss
all
the
the-
ring, kiss the ring, and on top of that, I'm buying all my boys Montclair jackets with the matching hats.
Rollies.
really
Oh,
on this
shit.
Larry
And
Hoover
rollies.
shit.
God damn,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? And wifey's like, yo, listen, like,
bugging.
first of all, we just put $500,000 on the down payment for the house. Then the house is big as fuck, so there's gonna be a $30,000 a month maintenance fee on cutting the grass, the water, the lights. She's bringing the shit into reality. She's making the cents, the dollar and cents make sense. Meanwhile, he's thinking, I got $1 million, and I'm gonna bring in another one next month, nigga. I could ball out.
Hell, think about all these athletes, right? The ones who go broke after getting all the millions.
Man, 30 for
they
30
would've-
broke. Jesus.
If
Christ.
they're the decision maker, which they were,
Yeah.
You see what
you saw
happens?
what the result was.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Right?
because I'm making that. It's quick to fill up your head.
But were they in relationships, or were they just young and dumb and full of cum, just doing all the dumb shit?
There's no way all of them were single.
I'm
Hold on, cheaper to marry and just have
that
some
money went-
babies.
No, think about it like this. A lot of them could be, having a kid in every city they play in. So that doesn't mean they were in a relationship. That just means it
And
was
that's
some
a poor financial choice in
Wham
itself.
bam, thank you, ma'am.
They had bad pull-up.
Yes, but yeah, they
in a
can pull it for
relationship.
3, but their pull-out game is horrible.
And that's a poor financial choice.
Yes, but it was his decision to make. So when we speak of in the relationship, you're in a relation. So let's kind of go from broad to specific.
Okay.
You're in a relationship. You make 50,000. Your girl makes 100,000. Does she
Flip.
Yeah, the flip. Is she like saying, "Baby, nah, we're not doing that"? And you're like, "But I want to go to Vegas." She's like, "Nah, we're going to L.A." Is that something where you could be like? She's like, say that again.
Vegas like 4 hours or 5 hours.
I think he said Vegas
I
is
like
for.
how you just mad.
Right,
We
it's
could,
like-
we could make both happen.
We can
baby.
make both
Ah,
happy.
look.
All right, cool.
Come on.
How about this? Vegas, Miami. There it is. Driving nowhere, motherfucker.
Right, okay.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
Nick said, I don't want to make eye contact. I'm so sorry. Never again. But she's making decisions. She's like, yo, I'm making more. I want to do this.
That
And
doesn't make sense.
That's not it. That's
How do,
That doesn't make sense
How do-
because
how do you-
you
how do you-
making
how do you
it
mean
seem
that
like
doesn't
if
make
I
sense?
make nothing, so you're belittling my 50 because you're 100.
these things do happen. I'm not
a
saying
dictatorship.
I'm not.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. I'm
it
taking
is.
that as a dictatorship. I'm not with that shit.
There it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Because sometimes making the money. So now imagine the roles are reversed.
What relationship is that?
Abusive, obviously. But
it happens.
I'm not making it up. It does actually happen sometimes. And sometimes as men, we look at money as power.
Right.
You're like, yo, I make X amount of dollars. And I'm not saying every man. I'm not saying fully formed individuals that are not beholden and like money is God or anything. But more so, yo, she making more than me. I ain't gonna like go
can't
crazy
step
on
on
that.
her toes.
I don't know about all that because I'm looking at a dude right now, right here in front of me, who if she making $1 million, she telling him we're going over here. If he don't want to go, he not going.
But that's
Nobody going.
that nobody leaves.
The plane's grounded. He over there popping the plane's tires. Nigga, fuck out of here.
With a,
No fun on my watch.
fun police.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
Okay.
it won't even get that.
Yeah, but that's because not everybody's as strong-willed or as ignorant as I am. So some guys will be like, well, I mean, fuck it, a trip's a trip. And then all of a sudden that breeds a habit of, all right, whoever's making more money, kind of makes the decisions. Because in a man's world, when we're making more money, I'm not saying that we all do this, but money could kind of poison the way you're thinking. And like, yo, I make more money. Yo, if I want to go here, we going to go here. So I'm just trying to throw the roles in reverse. Does that make a difference to you guys? Does that bother you guys? Does that?
She makes more than me, so she's trying to make decisions without consulting me.
That's more so the consultation of
Like, I make this money. I'm
Because there are-
going to Vegas with my homegirls.
and there are
I ain't even got to ask you.
That's
nothing.
what I'm seeing. I'm seeing two people going totally different places.
Correct.
I'm not seeing somebody going with them like, okay. It's like, all right, you want to go there? I'm not going.
So you
I'm
basically
gonna take my 50. I'm gonna go. I'm in
I'm going to
Miami.
Miami.
Because it's not like I'm not making anything.
Okay. Well, then let's bump it down. 25. You guys just got broken, motherfuckers. That's it. All right. You guys are working part-time at
Popeye.
I'm working part-time at Popeyes, and she's a lawyer, hedge fund, and I'm in her...
You're living in her
Loft.
place. You're using her car.
First of all, that whole combination just fucked up.
No, because
You got to think about what she thinking about doing with you, bro.
First of all,
wait a minute.
Go ahead.
First of
Go
all,
ahead, Keem.
okay,
Go ahead.
when you're dealing with a dynamic of a woman who spent her entire childhood, her adolescence, and all of that focused on books, she don't really have. Like, she has an insecurity.
I'm a PhD.
A PhD. A lot of them have insecurities when it comes to men. Because one, men like us, other kind of men are intimidated by their position. So the only one that was bold enough to talk to her was the
Popeye man.
The Popeye man. You feel what I'm saying?
Jay,
That
you're
was
the
the
Popeye
only.
man.
That was the
Pointing to
only
you,
bold.
Popeye man.
That was the only bold move.
I'm packing my bag.
And she's like, okay, I'm gonna take that because, wow, he spoke to me like he treated me like a woman. He
You're like
treated
a
me like a
play toy.
lady.
You're like a play
Yes,
toy
that's
to
what
her.
I'm saying. You got to think about that whole dynamic is bugged the fuck out. Because you just said she didn't have no control of her life, basically, all these years, going through college.
Well, she probably was just focused.
Right, focus, whatever. No control, focus. Let's just go there. So you spent all that time in school to make yourself successful. Not saying that somebody that work in Popeyes is not successful, right? But what would be the mindset of like really like what's the reason for you being with that individual?
Because everybody needs love.
Need love, but then
let me raise my
we're talking
hand.
about
Oh,
the
she's just
situation
lonely.
here.
She's successful.
Let me raise my hand
lonely.
and say why. Because broke dick is amazing. When I was broke, I was slinging dick like a
there
champ.
has been whole clubhouse discussions on that.
Right.
actual
I was right.
fact.
That's
Like,
right.
I was
But
slanging
it's-
dick like a champ.
yeah,
On the machine.
girls do agree that them broke dudes, they will move
got
you
nothing
in,
else on my mind
will
but
move you
slanging
into
iron.
their
Resident
space.
broke.
And
Resident
they will take care of you. Your
Right.
only job
It's
is to
slanging.
bust them pipes.
Right. And then you're gonna be in this situation.
Slanging iron.
And
You
that's
going-
how you end
that-
up in
yeah.
that situation
Yes, so-
where you don't have much say because you created that dynamic for yourself.
Right.
There it is. See,
And
we
that's-
got to it. Good
that's-
job.
that-
Way to make me look smart, guys.
No. That's
I don't want
how
to be here
you
anymore.
create
Bye.
that dynamic. That is something that is invested into.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
but the sweet spot is where you have that situation, but you're still making the decisions. You're not even sure
Right.
how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
You know
one
why?
with the insecurities.
Because
The ones
some
like,
people-
The
okay,
ones with
baby,
the heavy
here you
insecurities.
go.
Like
those are the ones that have their Ultima or
they-
their Mercedes always being driven by that nigga.
Correct. Because they want the man to be a man, but they just don't pick
Want
the
them-
right man.
Yeah.
No, they want the man to be the man. They just don't pick the right man.
Exactly.
Because that's probably their insecurity.
So they always find the bad guy from a Tyler Perry movie with the bad breath.
Yeah, because they can't
Don't
help.
use them. Those guys horrible the whole time.
You always got the Shamar Moore
Yeah,
braids.
nasty
There
braids.
are-
They
There
can't
girls-
wait to help a dude. You know what I mean? Like they want to pamper him and do all
Correct.
that.
And glow him up and show his full potential. Well,
Correct.
Their own destiny.
when his real potential is the fries.
Potential is a myth, man.
He the Cajun fries man.
No, there are some potential, but you know.
No. But women don't. Women are on the potential so hard. Yeah. I mean, we could touch on it real quick, but the potential sometimes is what throws women off. Like they're like, he can do this, but
He doesn't want
They're not
if
really
you don't,
checking.
you can't take you could take a horse of water. Don't mean they
make
gonna
it
drink.
Sound like my daddy.
That's what I'm saying.
Sound like my
Because
daddy.
potential could come from a woman's background, her upbringing, to where she had this imagination and vision how her man's supposed to be and what she want him to be. So every man that she finds attractive, he has potential
To be that.
what
He's already got the base. All right.
what I want, and I might not want to be that. Like,
Yeah.
I might
Can I
just
switch it
wanna
up
be
for a
me.
second? So what about the dynamic of the man who has the money and then he wants to get the chick that don't have money and be controlling over. He wants to be the, yo, you can't go this place.
Oh,
You
that
gotta
controlling-
wear that place. You gotta
okay,
do this
that's
and
the
do
more
that
common-
because I make the money.
That's
That's
way
the more
more common. But let me to put a bow on the inverse. As the woman can have that, and there are women that do that, but it's not always common. And I mean, most times guys aren't really gonna go for
I
it.
think women do it more than men.
What they use the money to kind of
Yes.
control.
Yes.
Yeah, because they can't physically
But check it,
physically
that
control.
shit.
How many
Tom.
men you know give their wife reign over everything?
Of everything. Yeah.
He could be bringing in all the money.
Yeah. How many
Damn, I'm
times?
stupid.
Hold on.
We don't care about the money.
Yeah,
Like,
guess
money
what?
just
That's the
enhances.
norm. That is what you. That's the
Goddamn, I'm
norm.
stupid.
It enhances. 'Cause that's what we've been like brought up to think. Like, all right, cool. When you
Here you
make the
go.
money, your wife, your girl,
Hell,
you
I
supposed
was watching
to be
Fences.
there. Like,
I was watching Fences with Denzel, and Denzel was like,
Fucking money.
Denzel was like, his son came to borrow some money. He's like, you know, I ain't got no money. I done gave the money all to my wife. You know, she got it. Ask her, and she
Right.
gave the money to him. You're like. And he didn't fight her or anything. He's like, you
That's
know,
how
I
it used
come
to
in,
be, yeah.
I take $10 for myself, and I give the rest to her. She takes the rest of it and do whatever God may tell, and that's how it is. So, and the $100,000 to $25,000 where the man is making so much and the woman's making so little, that's the norm. How many times have you heard a chick working at fucking Payless or
And a dude comes
whatever,
along
and
and
a
be
dude
like,
that's
right
making
now.
real good money come and grab
I
up.
like you.
I like you. Hell, damn near it's a semi stripper thing. You be like, damn, all right, I like you. You look good in them jeans. Let me take you
Because
away
all
and
you
make you
really
feel
gotta
better.
do is fuck us and feed us and
We're basic,
Right.
Real
simple.
simple.
We are.
we never care if
we-
you pay attention most of the time.
We're very simple. I mean,
But
we're,
to keep
we're complicated
your woman,
in a way, but
you gotta
we're
be a
simple.
psychiatrist. You gotta be a
Listen, all
fucking
the shit you don't
therapist.
care
You gotta
lawyer.
confront
I
your
don't
demons.
Listen, listen. Let me put a bow.
care.
Let me put a bow on this one too. Guess
Be
what?
affectionate.
We don't have enough degrees for that. You dig?
Right. I was
I
about
can
to get into that.
The most you could do is go to YouTube University and try and Google and try and get this shit together,
I'm
y'all.
a psychiatrist. I'm telling you. I wish I would have went.
Just give them what they ask for.
Cause I got about. I ain't gonna. A lot of women call me a day, and it's all. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know what you should do, what you do not do. You should do this. I should have been a psychiatrist. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm
you know, I
gonna
am a
record
studying
something, you know what I'm
therapist, so
saying?
Oh.
yeah.
You got some textbooks you can
I'm a
slide
studying
over.
therapist.
All right, cool. With that said, there's another episode of TheAvera.ngers for Big Nev, Ant,
Ant Love.
JP.
Lover boy Keem,
Lover
bringing
boy
that
Keem.
back.
We going back.
There's another episode. Please like, subscribe, follow.
Yes.
You can always get us at our Instagram, Twitter, at TheAvera.ngers. It's TheAvera.ngers. It's right here at the bottom, as Jade would say. Peace.